Today I'll be talking about Module 12. First question I said, I think America has different ethnicities and race that migrates. This leads to social diversity in the United States. I notice different ethnicities like Latin, Asian, and Arabs. This can lead to different cultures, religions, and races marrying and creating a diverse family. In comparison to other countries, they tend to marry within the same religion as ethnicities. Cohen mentioned in text that Latin Americans and Asian have the highest rate of immigration to America. He also mentions that they have a high rate of marriage and having children, which supports the growth of their community in the United States. Cohen discussed the topic of marriage, and the percentage of people married and living together in the United States had dropped by 45%. I think from what I've seen in America, there is diversity when it comes to family. I've seen different families get married, like Arab and white, for example. Despite the cultural differences, they are still able to work it out in comparison to other countries like Egypt. Egyptians tend to marry within their own community. Diverse can bring growth and opportunities. I think some issues can be different beliefs uh, that might lead to a conflict in the future within family. Second question I said, I think economics inequalities have impacted the way families think and manage their lives. It can reduce the opportunities of having a good education and healthcare and stability. Families have to arrange everything according to their income, especially if they have or are planning on having kids. People with no families do not get the benefits of family programs like healthcare or EBT. They can also face the risk of becoming homeless or having financial insecurities. According to Cohen, economic inequalities are one of the most rising conflicts in the United States and other countries. He mentioned how the economic inequality had created a big gap between high and low income households. He discussed that poor people go through hardships, the middle class is financially unstable, and the wealthy class is financially stable. He mentioned that economic inequality had affected more people who wanted to attend college and pursuing a degree. I don't believe there is a way of changing a hypocritical system. We can only change it if we give people more chances of having jobs that pay well. We can provide chances of getting an education and covering the expenses. We can create healthcare system that help middle class people get treated and covered in hospitals. Third question, I said I think families will look very different in the future. Due to social inequalities and financial stability and social expectations, I think those measures impact will affect my decisions on when I get married and decide to have kids. Financial issues can be a huge factor in how many kids I'll have in the future. I expect a low birth rate in the future for America. Cohen discussed the societal changes in life expectancy and birth rate. In the past, we had a high birth rate and low life expectations. Now we have a high life expectation and low birth rate. He mentioned the idea of age structure, which shows the number of people of each age in each population. This trend can also be impacted by social or economic changes. I believe we'll have children in the future because I'm interested in the idea of motherhood and having my own family. I think the future of families in America is not stable right now due to the economics and political conflicts. America has lots of opportunities for families, but as of right now, we are barely surviving. We have high gas prices, high gross prices, low job opportunities. These factors can impact your decision to have kids in the future. Last question, I think conservatives highlights the inequalities in families, the idea and beliefs we hold about a perfect family. I believe the liberal perspective supports the different beliefs rather than the traditional ones. The weakness can be it gives much freedom to people, which might lead to divorce or fewer restrictions. Critical shows how society reacts to those changes, like a gay married couple or the idea of feminism. Cohen discussed the idea of conservatism while focused on having a traditional family that might have their own biological kids and follow their religion. He mentioned how our ideas and beliefs go against what we promote, like freedom and diversity. He discussed many topics like gay marriage, feminism, and male dominance. He mentioned that family traditions are fought now. We promote equality and diversity. I believe the book mentioned most concepts. I honestly believe we say and support things, but we do not go by them. We support equality, but women are still getting paid less than men. We support diversity, yet we're still deporting immigrants and breaking families. We say we're a free country, but we still judge people's sexuality choices. That'll be it. Thank you.